Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've just spent, there we go, we have some light on the subject. I've just spent a little while trying to sort out my stand again. I'm not going to whinge about it. It's probably boring you as much as it's boring me. So hello, I just wanted to pop on and start a new set of videos. We finished with our lovely CD cases that we did the other day. We did a little series there with our grungy one, our bright one with the huge journaling tag in there, and the vellum that you can see. If you haven't seen those videos, I'll link them in, well actually I'll link them in this video here. And yes, you can see that we did a botanical as well, kind of more traditional botanical pretty one. So yeah, I was quite happy with those. That was really good fun. And also from our previous video, I think I did show you these. I went through and made some of these envelopes as suggested by Terry, one of my subbies. And these were originally done by Victoria Designs, this kind of envelope. So we made quite a few of those. I folded this a little bit differently. I kind of folded the triangles very much bigger. So if you have a look at that video, just play around with how big you fold your triangles and you'll get different shapes and things. And this one went the other way. I can't remember how I did that though. I think I just folded it over a different way when I did it. So made quite a few of those. We've got a nice stash of those envelopes as well. So it's kind of like a little mass making session, but I'm not making huge amounts. And then today I wanted to show you these. So I received these via eBay, and I'll put the link to the person's shop down below. He is running out of them, but you can find others just like this. These are slide frames, I believe, and these particular ones I will show you are Fuji chrome. Okay, and they're a light plastic on both sides, very bendy. And I just thought that they would make, I know people make kind of slides like specimen slides before with kind of acetate, and they often have die cuts that cut out the specimen, what would you call it, specimen slide like this. But I decided I would just decorate them to create either, well, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with them anyway. We've got some ideas today, but I'm going to give you some rough ideas about what you can do. Now, I paid around £5 for 50, so they're not particularly cheap. Perhaps these guys have cottoned on that we quite like using them in crafts, but you know, 50, that's not too bad. And you know, they do make beautiful little pieces for your journals. So I'll just show you a couple that I've done already. So this one was done with some Tim Holtz snippets, and then you probably can see that I hope you can see, yeah, there's the glitter. I used a little bit of sparkle Mod Podge and a little pearl just to kind of finish the off. And these were just the Tim Holtz snippets. I think this is the ephemera kit where I got that little butterfly. So that's the first one. And I just stuck the paper on the back, and yeah, it's just a piece of some of the papers that we were using the other day for the envelopes and things, and the CD cases. So it was just an offcut from there. Now these have got a white side and a black side. So on this one I decided to use the black. I've used some more sparkle just to give that butterfly a bit of oomph. And then these here are actually those cards, vintage cards that you used to get, oh, drop them all, in tea bags. Do you remember these? Years ago you would get these little collector cards in, I think it was Brook Bond tea. I thought it was PG Tips, but anyway, so that may be Brook Bond, I'm not sure. But yeah, you used to get all these cards, and lots of people collected them. And they're all over eBay if you want some. I managed to get some that were mostly botanicals and animals, which is what I wanted. And the others, I'll be honest, I threw away because I don't think anyone's going to want military and science and stuff like that. But yeah, so I did actually recycle those. But yeah, so I've used one of those with the daisies on, and I've just cut it down, the oxeye daisy, and just used it in one of my little slides. This one I just used off-cut vellum that we had from that other project, from the CD case, and I've just put that as a backing, and then just a little cut out there from I think that's Stamperia, and a little gem. Hope that's focusing. I can't see because I haven't got my glasses on. Hang on, let's put those on so I can, yes, it is focusing nicely. There we go. So those are those three, and I just thought I'd make a couple more and then we'd see how we would use them in their journal. So as far as things I have on my desk, I've taken out some of the smaller pieces from the Tim Holtz ephemera snippet set. And then over here, I've got my usual labels and everything like that. But if I grab, whoops, I've got my word quotes as well. You know, when I say words, I've got my words and quotes, you know, in that box. Some of these might be too big, but you never know. Some of them might fit. So I've just got that beside me. And my small labels, my large labels. And then I'm just wondering, I've got the snippets. I think this is the field notes snippets from Tim Holtz, so I thought perhaps those might come in handy. I've got some stickers from AliExpress, you know, all the things I showed you when I was sorting out my craft room. They're all here. They've got some of those butterflies. I've got some of these flower centers, but I may have something else planned for those. And I've got some small tags. And what's in here? I think this is more stickers. So yeah, so I'm just going to have those on my desk. Oops. Oh God, I'm so clumsy. And then, yeah, and then we've got the normal, what else have we got? I'm just trying to think. Oh yes, and then we've got the tea cards and bits and bobs kind of all around, and some snippets and some of the gems that I keep on my desk. So kind of bits and bobs all over the place. And then I've got a pile of neutral ephemera over here, which we can always call on. So that's those three that we've done. I'm going to move those over there, and then I've got a few here. And I thought I'd make 2 black and 2 white. So this is the larger pieces from that ephemera kit. And they do actually have a really cool kind of little picture there. Photographs. So, you know, you could sort of put photographs in these, old vintage photographs if you've got them and you can get them small enough. So for instance, let's look at this one. This is one from the Tim Holtz kit. I mean, that would look fantastic. You know, as a little kind of, yeah, I think we're going to go with that one. Let's do a photo one. Why not? I think that just needs a tiny trim though. So I'm just going to grab my scissors. So I hope you're all having a good day, guys. It's very murky again here today. Not very nice. But, you know, it is a break from the heat. So I'm grateful for that. For those of you that watch my channel, I'm not a heat lover. I think I've got there's some sort of glue or something on that one. Did I do that? I can't remember. I was playing around with them, so it's highly likely to be me. Let's grab another one for a second. In fact, no. Yeah, let's grab another one for a second because I want this to be black, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, I definitely like the black with that. So all we're going to do is I've got some 3-in-1 here. I would suggest probably 3-in-1 is better than your art glitter glue. I've not really used the art glitter glue because this is plastic, so I just figured, but you know, the art glitter glue might work. I don't know. I just didn't want to risk it. I thought I'll go for a slightly stronger solvent-based glue and see how that works. So we'll just flip that over and just get that in the right place. Remove any glue that's there. There we go. So we've got a beautiful little picture. Now with these, they have got writing on one side and Fuji chrome written down the other side. So you really do want to find some ephemera that will, you know, cover that up and kind of give it something different. I quite like the letter. You really want some smaller ephemera if you can. So if you can reduce things on your printer, that's a really good idea. Just looking and seeing what I like. I'm kind of liking this sort of postage theme if possible. I don't know if I just want it going down that side actually, just because. And these are all just from that kit. I just grabbed that kit for a second. So, just seeing. Right. So I hope you can see actually. Let me move. Yeah, you can see, I think, just about. Yeah, I quite like the idea of kind of a postal thing going on. There is this Daisy photo, which, you know, you could use if you wanted to, this little frame that's in that kit, if you have that, obviously. There's another picture there. Let's have a look, see what we've got in this one. Maybe some flowers, not sure. I do like the idea. I've done quite a few floral ones. I'm thinking I need something that's a bit different. Right, let's grab some labels and see how we can work some of these in. So if I go for the, what's this one? That's a chemist one, so we definitely don't want that. I do like this. I'm going to stick this one on. It's just how I do it, because otherwise I'll be procrastinating all day and it'll get really boring for you watching. Okay, I think I'm just going to put that down the side. I think I'm just going to go for it and just stick that there. Like so. I'm going to follow the edge this time, because with the others I kind of went, you know, across the frames and things. So this time I'm going to do kind of a squarish one. Let's see what else we have. Looking perhaps for one of my red, might be a bit big. Maybe one of my teeny ones if I can find them. My teeny labels, just to pick up that red colour, I think might work. These are from my kit in my Etsy. The first kit I ever did. So yeah, they're in there. And they're kind of inspired by Tina's and also by Tracy's, because everybody has kind of got a similar kind of label like this. But I just kind of included a letter in mine to make them a bit different. And I've actually used vintage colours for my original vintage colours so that they kind of fit in. I've got an airmail one there. Just wondering whether... Oh, there's two. Oh, I see. They pop out. Oh, okay. I didn't realise that. Okay, so we could have... I'm going to go for that bigger one. Just wondering whether we could have that there. As a little airmail. I'm going to bring you a bit closer, guys, because I've realised that I'm quite far away. I'm risking everything, because you know what this stands like. It could end up on my head in a moment. Okay, so I'm just popping a little bit of glue on there. Could really do with my tweezers right now, but we'll go with it. Let's have it. Oh, that's not quite stuck. That's interesting. It's taking a while to stick on the plastic, even with the 3-in-1. So yeah, I would definitely go for let's see, where do we want this one? Just looking to see. I'm wondering if I want to cut this down even further to make it even dinkier. So I'm actually going to cut my F away and just put a tiny little piece on there. I'm just going to grab some glue and then I'll show you what I've done, guys. Okie dokie. It's quite good fun working with these because they are so tiny. So you kind of have to think what would make the most impact in such a small space. Does that make sense? Yeah, so I quite enjoy it. It's really good. So I think, but snippets, if you've got any snippets, or even if you've got kind of like a large image, and just shrink it down as far as you can. Get as many tiny images as you can on one page before you print it. That needs something else because it's quite plain, but I think we're kind of going for a vintage looking one rather than you know, the florals that I've done before. So I'm just again having a dig through this little box and seeing if there's anything that is really tiny that might go up into that corner. You know what I think? I'm just looking and thinking whether I could find a vintage button. I'm just going to go under my desk. Ooh. Oh, I nearly did myself a mischief. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to bring you up for a sec. There we go. That's better. And I've got my old box of vintage buttons that was my nan's. God rest her soul. And I'm just looking to see if I've got anything that might kind of go with this. I had a much bigger box of these before I started journaling, and I actually got rid of them. And now I'm like, why did you do that? I kept a few for sentimental reasons, just because she had this button box for so long. But now I'm wishing that, you know, I hadn't done that. Hindsight's this wonderful thing, isn't it? I mean, they're only buttons. It's not my nan. God love her. Okay, so, oh, what's this one? Oh, no, I found one and then I lost it again in the midst of this messy. Okay, I'm going to have to, I think I've found it. It's kind of like a mother of pearl looking one. These actually came from her neighbour because she worked in a button factory. So, yeah, that's where all of these came. They used to give them to the employees. Just trying to go through and find some ones that might be adding a bit of interest. Well, I say they gave them. Who knows? Maybe not. But anyway, she was a lovely lady that lived upstairs from my nan, and yeah, so this is where all these buttons came from, and they are pretty cool. There's some unusual ones in here, strange ones, strange button attachments, and goodness knows what else. So there's even a few metal ones. This one's quite interesting. This one says the state of, this is like a, let's see if I can get that to focus. Focus. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just trying to get it to, there we go, it's trying. Nope. There we go. I'm going to focus in. I think it's only going to do it about there. Nope. Oh, I don't know. But anyway, it won't do it. So it says on this button, the state of Oklahoma, which is quite interesting. A British button factory making buttons with the state of Oklahoma written on them. It says the seal of the state of Oklahoma, and I believe that says 1907. So if anyone can tell me anything about that, if you know anything about this, let me know. I'll leave that one there. That's quite interesting. I never noticed that before. All right, I think we'll go with one of these. So I quite like the idea of this weird one, but whether that will stick or not, I don't know. I'm not seeing a colour that is kind of, you know, grabbing me, but we'll keep looking. Aha. Oh, actually, there we go. I like that one. Okay, we'll leave the seal of the state of Oklahoma out because that's interesting. If anyone knows anything about that, let me know. That's quite funny, isn't it? It's definitely a button they would have made because that's where they all came from. So it's definitely a British button factory that made that. Okay, I'm putting a rather big glob of glue on there in the hope that that will stick. And we'll leave that one just as it is, quite plain that one, but I like that because we've done some florals. Okie dokie. Right, let's take a look at this one. So we've got white now, and I'm thinking I'm going to go back to kind of the, well, I'm not going to go back to florals. I'm going to kind of look at the botanist kind of labels that I have in here. Let's tip this out and see what we have, because we have mushrooms and I quite fancy mushrooms. I think mushrooms might be quite nice. Oh yeah, I do like that. I'm going to have to find something to go across the, oh, look at that. Just got to find something to go across the top. Oh, found it. Oh, I think that's, yes. I'm not sure we're going to put it in the middle yet, but I just suddenly, that, you know, sometimes things just spring out at you. That just did. Now, I'm not distressing any of these pieces at the minute. You know, you could do if they don't fit quite, you know, in with your journal. But because I don't know what kind of journal it's going into or what item it's going into, then I tend to just, you know, err on the side of caution and not do anything until I'm ready to put it in somewhere. You know, unless the whole theme of the piece is vintage, like we did with the CD cases, then I will, but yes. So that's quite nice. Now I've just got to find, I don't really want to put those away. Now I've got to find something that will go on the back. I've got some grungy pieces here. Oh, I don't want that moving. That are quite nice. There's even like a bingo card. Move you guys down a little bit again. There we go. I quite like the bingo card. It's quite cool. But then I'd quite like, I think I'd quite like the bingo in there like that. Maybe this way where you could see more of it. Yeah, I quite like the bingo card. Let's see. I've got some, like a report card. I've got a map, part of a map here. That's quite nice. I quite like the map on that. Yeah, I do like that with Pacific Ocean. Right, let's see if we can just trim this down. And then we can use it in another one. Okay, I'm going to flip that over really gently because I think it's all still drying. And then I think I'll have to just do the ends on this one because I've cut it a bit small, but that's okay. And we'll put a little bit of glue along there. A little bit of glue along there. And you know, you can back these if you don't like the look of the back. You know, if you're not gluing them in, you could back these with some paper or whatever, which I may, you know, I may do. But again, until I know how I'm going to use them in my journal. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I really like that. Look at that one. That's pretty. Very nice. Happy with that. Ooh, I'm actually ending up doing more than I planned. That's nice. I like it. Okay, I put glue all over this one, so this has got to be white. This has got to be a white one. Don't know how I managed that. Right, I've got some ephemera over here. Just looking to see if there's anything. I'll bring you up again, guys. I hope I'm not making you too sick, but I want you to be able to see everything for this. Let's see. I have a patchwork quilt one. Now, that might work quite nicely. You know, with that, just a bit of patchwork showing. Maybe not that one because it's a bunny. It's a bit Eastery, but there's another one here. You know, if we had a going into it, or even the flower, like something like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that one actually because I like that. I'm just going to cut out the center of this one. And we'll try and save that bit for later for something else. Yeah. We just need to decide where I want my little screen to be. We could turn it around this way. Oh, I quite like that. That's interesting. Okay, I'm going to go with that one. I need to snip a little bit off here. And a little bit off this side. I'm just holding it in place while I snip it so that I don't snip too much. And then I'm just going to pop that down and put the glue. Obviously I did this yesterday and then decided not to use it. I don't remember, but you know, when you're crafting, you just do stuff like that, and the next year you're like, why did I do that? Okay, let's see. Now, I'm just going to decide where I'm going to put this. I think about there. Yep, quite happy with that. There we go. So now we just need to decorate that and find the right colours and the right things to go with it. Oh, sorry. Guys, hope that's not too... Just make sure you're nice and bright. Yeah, I think you are. Just making sure you've got enough light so that you can see. So yes, we want to pick up some colours here. Now, let's see. Oh, I'm immediately seeing some red over here. I don't think I want flowers again this time. I want something different. What's this? It's a mushroom. Oh, it's so bad, isn't it? I know that Tina, I watch Tina all the time. You know that. I'm a big fan. I know that she procrastinates all the time. My goodness, do I. Terribly. Always doing it. I'm looking at these florals again, and they're working really well. Ooh. What I need is something different for the top there, though, like one of these. Again, I used one of those before. But I'm wondering if this one, I'm definitely going to use those, but I'm wondering if I want more going all the way around of this. So I'm going to try something new. Oh, jogging everything. Definitely need tweezers. Oh, a little bit too much glue. Okay. Just going to leave that overlapping just slightly like that. And then I've got I've got ones like this I could cut down, or I just saw one with some handwriting on, or what else have I got? I just saw some clocks as well, which might be useful. Let's have a look. Have a look. Oh, it's getting warm again. I've got a bit of sunshine. Goodness me. And those I think are just, oh, there's some bigger things here. I'm going to take these out. Pop those over there. Use in the next ones we make. Oh, there are some bigger pieces. Let's throw those over there. Again, from another kit. Yeah, we've got some bigger. Oh, there's another tag I made. Right, I'm just going to throw those out. So we've got those to use for future projects. Lots of bits and bobs and labels all over the place in this one. Oh, stop procrastinating, Luann, just do it. Right. Okay. God, it's horrendous when you've got choices. Ah, they were the dials I was thinking of. Excuse me, guys. I'm just going to put the fan on so I don't melt. Getting warm up here again now. Okay, so I'm thinking we trim this one a little and see how that looks down there. Or on the bottom, I'm not sure. Yeah, I quite like that. Okay, we may go over it again with something else. I'm not sure, but definitely this is going to be a bit of a different one from the others. I'm using lots of ephemera pieces. Okay, I'm just going to see what that looks like. Yeah, I quite like that. There's a lot more on it there, but I do like it. It's different from the others. So yeah, let's go with that. Oh, that's almost stuck already. Okay, let's put that there. Might have it going up slightly higher. And then this one, a little mushroom, just to cover up that hole that's sticking out. Oh, way too much glue. That's okay. Okay. It's all kind of sliding around a bit with this plastic, but it will eventually dry. Okay, so they are using mushrooms, but they're quite different because of their colours. I really like that. Now what I'm thinking you could do if you wanted to is you could actually just to keep everything neat and look a bit different, you could actually use some Mod Podge or a type of varnish that you have, just to kind of make them look glossy and different. It's entirely up to you how you do it. But yeah, I'm liking those. I think they are particularly pretty, and they all look kind of different. Done kind of 4 white and then 2 black there. So I'll just move that up so that you can see. There we go. Yeah, so we've got 6 very different frames. Now, what are we going to do with them? That's the question. So what I was thinking is for some of them you can do like a tag. Now what I'm going to see is if I can make a hole in it. Now I don't know if I want to risk, I think I'm going to risk one that is just not been used yet and see what we can do, because I don't really want to mess up ones that I've already done. Now I'm just going to take my normal hand punch and see if I can go through it, which I don't think I can. Oh, it is making a dent. Hang on, let's try that again. This is just a cheap one from Amazon that I'm using here. No, I think that's going to be pretty tough to get through. Now I'm not sure if I even want to try it with my new one, because if I mess it up I'm going to be devastated. I really don't think this is going to even make a mark through this, but again I'll just quickly, oh okay, it does, but it does split it. Wow, that is powerful, isn't it? But it has split the let's try that again on this side. It has actually split, there we go, just take that out. It has actually split it. So let's see if we can do it without, look at that, I can do it without splitting it. So, oh, that's given us some more possibilities, isn't it, really? Let's just make sure that's not stuck in there, which it is a little bit because it's plastic. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to do too many because I wouldn't want to mess up my my crocodile, but if that works, that's great. So I think what I will do is make a small hole here. Wish me luck. Yay! Okay, so we've made a small hole in that one, and let's make a small hole in this one. Okay. Whew! That's a relief. Okay, lovely. So the first thing I'm thinking we can do with these is to have them as dangles. Now this could be on the outside of your journal. Just blowing that out so that I know. These could be on the outside of your journal. You could put a ring there and have them hanging like a charm, which I think would be adorable. So let me see what I have down here. Oh, I'm getting old. Okay, so I have got, see what you could do, and I won't do it, guys, because it does take me a long time with my eyesight, and I usually go underneath the underneath my lamp for this. But if you had a piece of chain, I don't really want to use my scissors because usually, but this is quite thin. There we go. So if you had a piece of chain and a jump ring, see if I can find some, I think they're quite small. Okay, let's just move that out of the way. So if you had a chain and a jump ring, you could kind of put these onto a chain and have them as a dangle. Oh, I'm going to get the pliers, aren't I? You just know I am. I can't leave you hanging, guys. I can't do that. I've got to show you. Okay, now all of my jewellery findings are from AliExpress. They're very cheap and cheerful. They're not expensive. Simply because, oh, I'm not making jewellery, I'm making dangles. I'm not making something that somebody's going to wear that's got to be robust and perfect and all that stuff. I'm literally just making something. I think my ones might be a bit too small, so I think you'd have to get slightly bigger, much bigger jump rings, but you'll get the idea. If I can find one, I will use it. So I'm just going to take that ring through there and just do that up. I can even do it with my fingers. I usually use 2 pairs of pliers, but you know, you don't have to. And then if you had, let's see, I'm just looking to see if I've got a bigger jump ring or something that I can show you and use. Nope, I'm about to throw beads all over the floor. I'm sorry that you're waiting for me, guys. It's just, you know, like all my videos, these aren't planned. I kind of go with the flow. What we have got, which might work, is one of these, and I'll take out a couple of those as well. So now, So I'm wondering whether, if I open that ring up again, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just going to open this ring up again, which is very soft. You can do it with your fingers. I do it with fingers and pliers. I'm just going to do that there. And then you could put it on here and then seal it up. Okay. So then we've got a little hook on here. Now, I would imagine that I need one that is close to the edge, which I don't think I've done any that are close enough. No, not quite. No, not quite. I need to have... Oh, hang on, it did it. Yeah, you need to be quite close to the edge. You need to have slightly bigger jump rings or something like that that you can attach it to, which I will look for now on AliExpress. And then obviously that would attach to your journal, or you know, as a bookmark would be fantastic. Use it as a bookmark in your journal itself. I think that would look really lovely. Yeah, you could attach that quite easily, I think, as a charm or whatever. And I would always advise you to kind of cover up the back so that it looks pretty on the back side if you do that as well. But yeah, that would work really well. But slightly bigger claws, as they call them, lobster claws, or a much bigger jump ring. I don't think I can get this off now. Oh my. There we go. I think I've actually split the thing, but that's okay. So yeah, something like that would be really good. If you haven't got that, then, and you haven't got the strength of the hole punch, you could always have it on a paper clip. So you could always attach it like this rather, and then have a paper clip to go on your page, like so. Let's grab a piece of paper. So that could be your paper clip that goes at the top of your page. So that's another way to use them. So as a dangle or as a paper clip. And then the other way that I thought was, let's just move this out of the way. If you've got, let's have that little bit there. Okay, so I haven't got any sort of other paper, so I'm just going to grab this and just tidy that up. So what you could do is have this as a little kind of tag, you know, have it as a little kind of pull out in a small tiny pocket, and on the back there you could have something like a journaling space, or, you know, I don't know, it could be just as a little sort of embellishment that you pop in, something like that with a little tag on. I thought would be quite cute. Yeah. How else could you use it? Let's think. Well, the other obvious one would be to grab, there we go, I'm just going to grab some twine without breaking anything, and you could just attach it with some twine by putting, you know, ribbon or twine through the hole. If I can poke it through, might need a slightly bigger hole. Let's get my pokey tool from somewhere. Hang on. Oh dear, there we go. Everything always is in reach here, but it just doesn't seem like it, 'cause I always go, oh, sorry. It's my age and my back, my hips, everything else that's gone wrong. Oh dear. Here we go. Right, so there we go. So again, this could be used as a bookmark. This could be just used as a dangle in the center of some pages. I just think they're really sweet, very, very pretty. And, you know, I'm sure some of you can come up with some fantastic ideas of how to use them, better than me. But yeah, I really love them. I think they're really versatile. And I think there's lots you can do with them. And obviously you could also kind of put them on a tag, use it as an embellishment or something like that. So say this was your journaling card, you know, you could attach it here so it kind of swings and you've got this little attachment. In fact, I'm going to do that with, let's see if I got another journaling card there that I could use. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, so anything, I've got this one, that looks quite cute. This is a library card. So anything, sorry, I'm out of shot. So anything like that, I think the last one I showed you was this one. Sorry, I was out of shot. But yeah, you could put this on a journaling card, on a tag. There's another tag here that I'm going to decoupage. But yeah, it'd be quite easy to put on any of those things and just have as a little hanging embellishment. So that also looks very, very sweet. I like that. And you know, you could always put in here, let's grab my crocodile again. So if I were to, let's just trim that up. Let's see what it looks like. So I'm just going to trim that across there. And I'm going to make, let's see. Yep. Let's make a hole here. Okay, and then I'm going to grab an eyelet if I can. Okay, these fell on the floor yesterday and I still hadn't picked them up. Oh man. Okay, so let's go for the bright gold on this one. Got some bright colours there. And we'll just pop that through like so. And I've got to find the right doobity-doo. It's that way. Okay. So there we've got our eyelet. And then again, you know, you can just poke these through the same way. Tie them up, whatever. In fact, I'll just tie this because I've just done it the other end, haven't I? So yeah. You could just tie this in a knot like so. Let's pull that up a little bit. Probably better to tie it in a straight knot, but we'll just do it like that for demo purposes. There we go. Just going to cut that off. Never demo really though, is it? Because we're all perfectionists. So yeah, so that would just hang there like that, which I think looks really pretty. So yeah, there's lots of different things you can do with that. Definitely going to have one of these as a kind of a page marker, I think. So I think probably with this you'd want to perhaps use a glue gun across there. I don't think anything else is going to work other than a glue gun, because you really want that large paper clip stuck down. You need a bigger paper clip, I think, really. You can always use double-sided tape if that's your thing. Personally, I would definitely use a glue gun. But we can see if it works. Let's see. Oh, I'm doing lots of exercise, bending, stretching. Goodness me. I feel like an old lady today. All my groaning. Okie dokie, right. So you could just put some double-sided tape, I think you need it slightly longer there, onto here. Start in the centre, get that right down, and then go across. That works okay. That feels quite secure actually. And then from there you could put your piece of paper over the back. If I can take that off. Ooh, pokey tool. Let's see. Yep. Well, it's a long video today. I'm sorry I've been rambling on and collecting things from around my craft room. Okie dokie. So yeah, so then we need something for the back. So what do we have on here? We have the map. So you could put the other piece of map on there. That would look quite cool actually. So I'm going to quickly, put a little bit of glue around there. I'm going to use this other piece of map just to go across it. I can see a little bit of the tape sticking out, so I'll get that in a second with my knife. Your knife is always good for any excess tape that's come out from the side of a project, by the way. So there you go. So that's another one, and that can just go onto the side of a page once it's glued. There we go. Could even be like a page marker, which would be really nice. Anyway, I'm going to play around for a couple more hours, I think. I hope that's helped you guys. I hope that's given you some ideas of what you can do. Move everything out of the way so you can see. So you can have a little tag or a embellishment, paper clip, whatever you fancy. And you know, you can decorate them any way you want, really. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that, guys. I know I have played around with it for a bit longer than I planned. I was just going to show you how to kind of make them, but actually once you start you get kind of inspired, don't you? And then you can think of things that you could use them on. So yeah, really pleased with that. I'm definitely going to go and buy some bigger jump hoops, jump rings, so that I can attach them as a little embellishment on the side of the journal. I think that would look really, really pretty. And I will leave the person's eBay shop down in the description. If he is sold out when you come to look at them, then just put in empty slides, and you should come up with lots of these. Or you could put in Fuji chrome slides, anything like that, and you'll come up with similar things. Yeah, I hope you've really enjoyed that, guys. I will see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy crafting, and enjoy watching everybody's videos. I know I do. Take care.